Okay, so I'm going to be going over the sample of hand sewing that we completed last class, step by step. So I have my sample, 8.5 by 14, pressed in half. Take that top, fold it 1/2 inch, and then measuring from this first fold 1 inch down and pressing it again. So you're going to want to have two sides look like that on the side. Good to go. So you're going to take about 30 inches of thread here. Take one end through your eye of the needle. Pull it through just a little bit till you have a tail. Now I'm going to work with the long end. Give it a double knot down here. Okay, so I got my double knot. Grab my scissors, cut it pretty close to that knot. Can cut it a little bit shorter. So I'm going to go the same order that we did in class. So first up is the back stitch. So you're going to start in the middle here, working from left to right. Bring your needle and come through from the back to the front. Pull it all the way through until you hit that knot. So the knot is anchoring from the back. Got my thread in there, it's not going anywhere. So I'm coming in from the right side. Gonna put it back in and then come back out exactly where that knot came in. So I got something that looks like this. Pull it all the way through. Something that looks like this. So now I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to go just as far as I did here to make sure that all these stitches are equal. So I'm going to go here, go in, and then come back out exactly where I came out of the first stitch. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Go a little bit farther, go back out where I came in, pull it through, and they're going to start overlapping each other, like that. Go back in from left to right, come out where that last stitch came in, and then that is what my back will be looking like as well. From right to left, going in, coming out where that last stitch came in, keep working. Again, this is what the back is going to be looking like. Trying to keep it as straight as possible. Okay, I'm going to do two more, right to left, coming back out where that last stitch came in, and then this is our final one. So I'm going to go in like normal, come back out, and then I'm going to go back in right where I came in the first time and pull it through. So from the front, this is complete. I'm going to flip it over. Remember, how you finish every single stitch is the same. Take that little tiny back stitch, grab a couple threads here from the fabric, come out, creating that loop. I'm going to hold that loop taut, go in, 1 wrap equals 1 knot, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, pull that needle through gently, get the tail out of the way, keep pulling, nice and slow, there. You got a whole knot there, and then take that needle back through. There you are. Cut that off. Back stitch. Grab a new piece, about 30 inches. Put it in the eye. Leave that shorter tail. I am not knotting the end for the basting. Okay. So the base stitch, remember it's temporary. You don't want to knot it. Come in from the back. Pull it through slowly until you get a little bit of a tail. Hold that tail. Just like in back stitching, we're doing 1 back stitch here. So from right to left, and then come back out where you came in. Sorry, I got a knot here. So if you get a knot, cut it out. Thankfully I still have long enough of a piece, so I'm just gonna keep going. Back to front, hold that tail, see it? Right to left, back through where I came in. Creating a light anchor. That's what it looks like from the back. This is what it looks like from the front. So now you're ready to baste. Remember, it's very simple. You're just going in and out. You're either temporarily holding pieces of fabric together with this stitch, or you are marking a marking on your fabric. And out, and out. Looks the exact same on the back as front. Okay, come into the end here. Does not matter if you finish on the top or the bottom, just however you get to the end. So with this particular stitch, I ended at the back. I'm going to flip it around, do another back stitch, so where I came in last, pull it through, and then just for safety, do it one more time. There you are. That's it. I got my back stitch at the front and the back. Good with my baste. Alright, next we're going to be doing that diagonal stitch along the fold here. So I grab my new thread. Through the smaller end. Got that shorter tail. Take that long end of the thread, double knot it. See how I have 2? It's gonna happen. It's okay. Do it once more. But see how my 2 knots there are in the loop? So I'm going to slowly play with it as I'm pulling it to make sure that it catches at least one of those knots. See, it did there. So I have a double knot and a single knot. I'm going to go ahead and cut off that single knot. Don't need it. So I'm going to work from the back once more, back to front, pull it all the way through. Knot is in the back. Here we are in the front, nice and anchored. So now remember, we're going straight up, pull it through so I make a straight line. That's what it looks like in the back. And then I'm just moving my needle over here just a little bit, going back in. See, I've created a diagonal line now. So I'm going to go straight up again, all the way through, move over, straight up, creating those diagonal lines, trying to make these lines spaced and as equal as possible. Moving over, pulling it through. Got those straight lines here. My diagonals are down here. Moving over. Diagonals. Okay, I'm going to do one more here. Pull it through. So now I'm at the back with my diagonal lines. Same thing as the back stitch. Where your thread has come out, little tiny back stitch. Pull it through until you get a small loop. Hold that loop open, kind of taut. Put that needle in. 1, 2, 3. Pull it through. Nice and slow. So you got that knot. Then I'm going to go through the knot one more time. Okay, you're good to go. So there are my first 3. Back stitch, baste, diagonal. This is the front, this is the back.